Tonight we pray completely. Shelter us with love so sweetly. Tonight, please fight the dangers from our eyes. Please, God, protect me from sorrow.
בבטחה ובצהלה, תוך אמוני עם סגולה, בואי חלה, בואי חלה.
Be the light inside the darkness, be the hope, burning bright into the night, be the voice, for those who cannot raise it, be the one who leads the way through the world's darkest days, be the light. Be the light, be the light. When days feel long and all that's left inside you are darkest days, reach for the light to guide you. The miracle of change begins with sparks of light we find within that shine. If we come close together, we will see a people strong, a shared humanity, to transform darkness into light, to lead with love instead of fight. We shine, we shine. Be the light, be the light inside the darkness, be the hope, burning bright into the night, be the voice, for those who cannot raise it, be the one who leads the way through the world's darkest day, be the light, be the light, be the light, be the light.
Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom out there in the World Wide Web land. So it's Friday afternoon. We've all had a long week, I'm sure. Well, it's been at least 6 days. But we come in here and we need to bring ourselves to a different space inside of us. And the best way to do that is by singing. So let's sing how incredibly good it is for us to be here together to celebrate Rabbi Sarah Bassin, to celebrate the month of Nisan that just began. So that just means we have 2 weeks until Passover starts. So let's start cleaning our homes. But really, let's just, if you want to close your eyes, if you want to look around at the people around you, and let's just sing how good it is that we're here this evening next to each other with little ones and old ones and I guess middle ones as well. Here we go. Page 10 of the Siddur. Shabbat Shalom again.
Shabbat
See, doesn't it feel better when you just start singing a little? You know, someone confided in me this week that one of the things they like about being home during these services is that they can sing at the top of their lungs and dance in the room while services are happening. I just want to say, there's nothing stopping you from doing that. All right? If you want to get up and dance in the front here, feel free. This is our shamash pit right here in the front. So if you want to come and you can dance the entire service if you want to do that. So really, you know, if you want to sing at the top of your lungs, we invite you to do that. If you want to get up and dance, we invite you to do that. This is the time where we leave our week behind and we can just kind of let ourselves go and bring ourselves into Shabbat so that we can free ourselves from the prose of the week and bring ourselves into the poetry of Shabbat. But tonight is actually, there's a whole bunch of things going on tonight. Not only is it the Shabbat for Nisan, not only are we preparing for Pesach, not only is it Shabbat Unplugged with these amazing instrumentalists, but it is also our farewell to Rabbi Bassin. Let's have an awe for that. Aww. And so throughout the evening, we have some videos and we have some people that are going to come up and they're going to embarrass Rabbi Bassin a little bit. And I'd like to call one of our presidents, Scott Stone, to come forward to welcome us and to talk a little bit about Rabbi Bassin. You look very nice, by the way. I like the tie and everything.
I say it's for you, but
yeah.
Rabbi Bassin knows better. Great. Thank you. On behalf of the board, I want to welcome everyone here to Temple Emanuel, Beverly Hills, and everyone at home. Thank you also for joining us. It is so great to see so many people here tonight in person without a mask. And those with masks, that we certainly appreciate you wanting to wear a mask. That's certainly okay. But it's great to see everybody, so thank you all for being here tonight. Whether you're here for a yahrzeit or a simcha or just to share some challah with some friends, we're all here on this very special night to celebrate Rabbi Sarah Bassin. This is for you. This is for you. You know I would not be here with anything except for you. Rabbi Bassin, you're going to hear a lot of love from a lot of people, so just sit back and enjoy every moment of it. I wish your husband and children were here right now, but they're going to see the video, I hope. Hopefully, Jordan, you're watching at home, but it's not Shabbat quite yet. We want to send you off to the East Coast with your newly bleached blonde-headed husband, Jordan, and your two adorable children, Ronan and Eve. Yes, I outed you on television there, Jordan, with the knowledge that you have touched us all and made a difference. This is not so much as a roast as Rabbi Aaron earlier tonight called it informationally, which is a new word that we're going to use, but I think it says the sentiment because it comes pretty much through the eyes of young people. One of the great privileges of being a temple president is getting to work really closely with our clergy. And you have enlightened and inspired us both while you're alternating with just a healthy dose of fasten your seatbelts, it's going to be a bumpy ride. When you got here 8 years ago, one of your first tasks was to revamp our post-B'nai Mitzvah program. And I think we had 6 kids in the program at the time, maybe. You were no doubt inspired by the great American Rabbi Abraham Joshua Heschel, who was asked upon his return from the 1965 Civil Rights March with Dr. Martin Luther King, did you have time to pray? And he said famously, I prayed with my feet. We've all heard that story many times. You not only got our teens on their feet, you got them on an airplane to Washington, D.C. to take part in Litaken, which is the Reform Movement's Teen Social Justice Weekend program run by the Religious Action Center. High school kids go to Washington, D.C. They do research on some of the great social issues of our time, from gun violence prevention to climate change, and then they lobby members of Congress on behalf of that subject. A whopping 4 kids went with Rabbi Bassin to Washington on that first trip. Many, maybe people easier to discourage, would have looked for greener pastures, but you made Litaken a foundational trip for what is now a juggernaut program of 4 unique educational experiences: to Washington, D.C., to Selma, Alabama, to learn about civil rights, to Portland, Oregon, to build tiny homes for the homeless, and this year a trip to New York City to learn about the roots of American Jewry. The program, now called Passport, has exposed dozens and dozens of students, our teens and teens from other congregations in Southern California, to amazing experiences. And now that COVID's passing, it's poised to expand even further. Both of our kids, Harrison and Ethan, have been through Passport, met several members of Congress, and learned to argue with their parents on any number of amazing social issues. Thank you so much. When I asked one of those said sons this evening, who is now a senior in high school, what he will remember most about Bassin, as he calls you, he said, I am now paraphrasing, she says we have ideas but haven't done anything to make them a reality. So then she says, come on, we're doing it now. Earnest, sincere, and nurturing in your own special way. You inspire them to pick up the phone, call a senator, and lobby away. And you speak to them in a language they understand. You brought the same message, energy, and enthusiasm to our 7th grade mitzvah program using a similar approach. That adds up to a lot of education, but more importantly, a lot of praying with their feet, which I know means more to you than anything. Rabbi, whether you use your hands, your feet, words, or heart, you are truly an inspiration, and we will miss you and your seatbelt.
There are 3 things I treasure most about Rabbi Sarah Bassin. First, her amazing teachings, whether at Torah study or on Yom Kippur afternoons. The second is how she put her teachings into action, including getting herself arrested in front of the Federal Detention Center, bringing attention to the treatment of immigrants. But the thing I love most about Rabbi Sarah is more personal. When helping Sarah on Highest Refugee Shabbats or projects with Save the Syrian Children, Esperanza, or TIA, I felt like a young student again, learning from my mentor, Professor Bassin, about humility, about kindness, and most of all, about how to gather the energy and goodwill of our community to bring the light of Judaism to those in need. Sarah, we love you and we will miss you.
So I would like to actually invite Rabbi Bassin to come forward to light the candles for us tonight and to bring the light of Shabbat into the room. Page 2, if you have a siddur in front of you. By the way, the siddurim are in the seats underneath. So if you go like this, you should feel a thinner book. That is the siddur. like to invite a member of our board of directors, Danielle Soto, to come up to just do a little stand-up routine for us a minute about the Golden Girls.
That's next week.
Oh, that's next week, sorry.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
Shabbat Shalom.
Where is Sarah? Oh, there she is. I'm so touched to be here tonight, and I just wanted to share a few memories from my friendship with Sarah. So Sarah and I became friends 7 years ago when I moved here from Boston. She was one of my first friends. And it's funny because I don't think we really have a lot in common, actually. Like, we have different taste in comedy. She likes Jon Stewart. I like Joan Rivers. She likes bourbon. I drink everything else. We have different taste in men. You like Jordan. I like everyone else. And only one of us has been arrested, and it's not the one you're thinking. I know. I will call you when it happens, when I get arrested. So back in 2019, I was scheduled to dog sit for the very best dog ever, Evie, and I got in a huge car accident. I'm okay, thanks. I got in a car accident, and my car was absolutely totaled, and I was very worried, and I didn't know how I was going to get to work. And Sarah Bassin called me, and she said, "I've left my car keys on the dresser. You can use my car." I burst into tears, and that was when you became my ride or die. I thought to myself, this is the moment where Sarah Bassin has my loyalty and my friendship for life. You will always be my friend, and I'm so glad that I got to know you over these last 7 years. I think that your best quality is also your worst quality, which is that you have the most enormous heart and you let everybody in. And because of that, I've had to meet a lot of weirdos. You know exactly who I'm talking about. Yes. But I wish you all the best on your new adventure. You're going to DC. Kind of surprised you didn't pick a place where they care about social justice. But I am so happy for you. I am so excited for this adventure. I'm gonna miss you like crazy. Your new job has no idea how lucky they are, just like you have no idea the impact you have left on all of us in our community. I love you so much. I'm gonna miss you so much. Come give me a hug.
And Danielle's here all week. As they hug, you're hearing all of these words of love coming from the screen and coming from people here. Usually at this moment, at the beginning of the service, we do what's called a Chazarat HaShavua, a review of the week. And we go through each day of the week, and you bring yourself into Shabbat and prepare yourself for the rest of our prayers together. I thought we could do a Chazarat HaBassin this Shabbat. And just to kind of think about, the ways in which Rabbi Bassin has influenced you and meant something to you and entered into your heart. If you'd like to also go through your week and choose some of the moments that you'd either like to leave behind or take with you, you may do that too, of course. But let's take a moment now of silence to enter into Shabbat, a Chazarat HaShavua or Chazarat HaBassin. Let's take a moment. We continue now on page 20. Lecha dodi likrat kala Penei Shabbat Shabbat Nekabela, la 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 la. Adoni lekrat Gala, v'nei Shabbat Nekabela.
Shamor v'zachor v'ribur echad, Hishmiyanu el hameyuchad, Adonai echad, u'shmo
echad, v'shemo tiferet v'litila. Adoni lekrat Gala, v'nei Shabbat Nekabela, la 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 la. Adoni lekrat Gala, v'nei Shabbat Nekabela.
Kevod Adonai, alayek nigla.
Adoni lekrat Gala, v'nei Shabbat Nekabela, la 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 la. Adoni lekrat Gala, v'nei Shabbat Nekabela. Let us rise and face the entrance as we welcome the Sabbath bride.
Oh, we v'shalom ateret bala, gam besimcha u'sohola, toch emudei yom segula, boi chala,
Adoni lekrat Gala, v'nei Shabbat Nekabela, la 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 la. Adoni lekrat Gala, v'nei Shabbat Nekabela, Nekabela, Nekabela. Please stay standing as we turn to our call to worship, the Baruch Hu.
Baruch hu et Adonai, HaMevorach.
As we hear the voice of a child, we think about our own lives and our connection to ourselves, our connection to when we were children, our connection to those that came before us. And as we sing the Shema, we connect ourselves to the universe, to all things, to the fabric that ties us all together. 6 simple words that we sing from our hearts. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai I'd like to now invite
I'm not sure if they're here.
Becca Katz and Sarah Greenleaf. Are you guys here?
Are they here?
No? Hope they're okay.
I hope they're okay.
So let us turn now to page 40. We make our way through the Torah, and we get to that moment where the Israelites are standing in front of the Sea of Reeds. They make it to the other side. They're finally free from slavery, and they sing this song. To that point of the service where we ask for a shelter of peace to come over us. The whole world needs this right now. But we ask for it as we lay down to sleep and are most vulnerable, that there is a feeling of peace that comes over our mind and our body. And as we wake up in the morning, on Shabbat morning, we hope that we're just one measure more peaceful. Ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha. Ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha. God shlomecha, ufros aleinu, ufros aleinu, sukat shlomecha, ufros aleinu, sukat shlomecha. Oh Shabbat Shalom Echad. I'd like to now invite another president. You can keep count as we go through. Kristen Jameson to please come up and just say a few words.
I'm so grateful to be able to be here and say some words about Sarah. From the moment you came here, I was dazzled by your intellect, your knowledge, and your dedication to the world and things that matter. So I'm here to give a few words or put out a few words about the amazing things you've done at Temple Emanuel that relate to social justice, but that doesn't even compare to everything you've done for all of our congregation. You came to us from an organization, a nonprofit having to do with Muslim and Jewish Alliance, and you have always been a person of inclusivity. At the very beginning, I remember you organizing the temple participation in the Women's March. That was the first time I got my daughter to actually go to an event, and it was very meaningful for her and everybody who participated in that. You've set up amazing politically relevant forums for discussion on important issues, and you've moderated those here at the temple and also within our community. You've done amazing fundraising for Esperanza immigrants, the Sova Food Bank, and you've worked with Black Lives Matter. You've also worked with our teens to make a difference on issues important to them. Really, it never ends. You've worked with One LA to build leaders. You've been a strong supporter of the Jews of Color Task Force. And due to your efforts and the efforts of the task force, we are happy to note that we have two wonderful members of our board of directors from the Jews of Color Task Force, and our work with that task force will continue, and hopefully we can keep it going and make it even better. You've been integral in the last few months with an organization to sponsor an Afghan family here in Los Angeles, and I believe we understand they're thriving, and we're very proud of those efforts. You've also worked so strongly with interfaith families and, helping to make a more inclusive community. So what can I say but that everything we all feel for you. We love you, we respect you, we wish you the best in your next portion of your career, but we're gonna miss you so much, Sarah. Thank you, we love you.
Hi, Sarah. Greetings from Bora Bora. I was really honored when I was asked to say a few words about you and your time at Temple Emanuel. And from the Torah tribe teachings to your reinvention of our post-B'nai Mitzvah program to your social justice work, everything that you have done, you've done with passion, because from your heart, you really care about it all. So we're going to miss you quite a bit, and yet so proud of you for taking this job at Highest now, because right now the world needs you and Highest more than ever before. Thank you for everything. We love you. Shalom.
Rabbi Sarah, I'm so sorry that I can't be with you tonight for your last hurrah at Temple Emanuel. I'm going to miss you terribly. It's been such a pleasure and an honor to get to know you over these past few years. I'm going to miss you terribly. I'm so excited for you and your next adventure, and it is totally the right thing for you, and I'm celebrating you all the way. I'm also looking forward to maybe getting to see you a little bit at your next location. Anyway, Godspeed, good luck. Thank you for being such a huge part of everything here. It's really not goodbye, it's just aloha.
As we move now towards the Amidah, we're just going to take a moment now to think about those people that are in our hearts and in our minds because they're in need of healing. If you'd like to join with the words, they're on page 253 of the Siddur. We'll sing the first half, which really talks about us having the strength to go and be with people who need us. And then I have a list to read. And then I'll also kind of make my way across the congregation with my eyes. And when I get to about the area where you are, if you'd please call out loud the name of those people that you're thinking about this evening. And we'll gather those names as a community and pray on behalf of all of the names so that we can have the strength to be with the people that need us and also that they can have the strength towards their own healing. So we're on page 253. Or the words will also be up on the screen. Shirley Block, Jean-Claude Berthet, Shalom Bluestein, Bernard Birnbaum, Eitan Chaim, Woody Clark, Joseph Cohen, Pearl Councilbaum, Tamara Deverell, Norma Glickman, Patty Goodman, Andy Hale, Helene Hale, Dora Kamara, Judy Candell, Sis Klein, Ira Laufer, Sheila Merowitz, Marissa Badyakov, Reuven Verivka Adina, Daniel Papp, Ariel Pepper, Rachel Batchana V'chaim, Harav Aharona Batzvia V'Yosef, Bud Reinfeld, Warren Roston, Ruth Schwartz, Rhoda Sharp, David Stein, Paula Warner, Julie White, Sonia Ann Weggy, Theodore, and Chaya Rachel Bat Carmi Adina.
Rita Newman, Audrey and Judith Bennis, Lupe Diaz, Hazel Sequenza and the Barbie family, Rabbi Mendy, Carol and Alan Anderson, Marianne LeMay, Dorothy Salkin, Rhoda Passavoy, Mindy Kanaski, Lynn Sine, Helen Ribb, Tom Ward, Jeanette and David Poole, Susan Lieberman, Clark Rose, Janice Rader, Stephanie Strick, Daryl Greer, Harav Yisrael Gadal Ben Batya, Eddie Shami, Mindel Ruchavat Raisel, Darcy Kolstad, Ann Williams, David Yaffe, Shlomo Yaffe, Sherman Stein, Sydney Potes, Pat Zeimer, Lori Siegel, Guy, Alana Bat Chaya Rivka, David Rorich, Jamie Hernandez, Golda Bat Gliko, Malka Bat Ruchi, Bill Young, Hayasara Bat Rucholea, Hanalea Bat Hayasura, Carol Gindi, David Silber, Marilyn Lee Schneider, Monica Bat Sarah, Rosa Bat Sarah, Adisa Bat Sarah.
So many names, so we gather our energies together on behalf of all those names called. Please rise for the Amidah. We'll sing the first line together and then go quietly with prayers in the Siddur, prayers from your heart. And when you're finished, you may be seated and we'll continue in a moment.
Adonai
page 62. Oh, say shalom, bimroma, hu yaseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'imeru, amen. Oh, say shalom, bimroma, hu yaseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol yoshmei tevel, ve'imeru, amen. Yaseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol yoshvei tevel. Oh, say shalom, bimroma, hu yaseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'imeru, amen. Now I would like to invite, I promise you, our last president to come up, Jeffrey Wharton. Well, no more for tonight. Next week we'll have another 3.
When I first met Sarah, I referred to her as Rabbi. Tonight it's my privilege to refer to her as my very dear friend. And the best way I can tell you what she has meant to me and what she means to this congregation is to tell you a story. When I was a little boy, I was driving with my mother on a very remote country road and the car broke down. And before cell phones, there was no way to reach for help. And one car went by and then another, and it got dark. And finally, somebody stopped, asked us what our problem was and how they could help, and took us to a service station. Everybody in our lives, at some point or another, has been that person on the side of the road who needs somebody to stop, ask them what they need, how they can help, how they can comfort them. And every day in our lives, we see people, whether it's family or friends, members of the congregation, who need us to stop and ask what we can do to help and comfort them. Sarah Bassin has devoted her life to being that person. She's done it for us here at the synagogue, and she will do it for Highest when she leaves us. That's a very special quality and very rare today, and we need more of it. And as I say goodbye, I want to quote the last 2 lines of an Irish goodbye prayer that's it's universal, ecumenical. Until we see each other again, may God hold you in the hollow of his hand. God bless you.
Now, you may not know this. Whoop. Hold on. All right, let him go ahead. Go ahead.
Sarah, what can I say in 45 seconds about how you've inspired me over the years? I'm sure I'm not going to be able to get everything in, but I'll give it a go here. So here goes. Since I've known you, it's been clear to me that you have this unique ability to tackle really difficult issues head on, to turn controversy on its head, and to take it mainstream. This is no small accomplishment. I've seen you embrace people of radically unlike backgrounds, people with animus toward one another. I've seen you bring them together to build working partnerships and lasting friendships. I've seen you interpret rabbinic texts in ways that have revealed to me a new dimension of meaning about the human condition. You're able to do this in no small part because of your own innate talent, but also because you honestly see the humanity and dignity in every individual. You are such a gifted communicator with a message that resonates across age groups, ethnicities, and faiths. Your optimism and your compassion are palpable. Your sermons are powerful because they're so relatable and so life-affirming. One of my favorites that I've returned to several times on YouTube is entitled Transcending Plan B, or something like that. It was difficult to choose just one sermon, but there was a lot of wisdom in that talk. You've inspired me to delve into projects that are meaningful to me, that encourage me to ask the right questions, and most importantly, to accept my own version of what it is to be and to feel Jewish. So now I say goodbye to you as my rabbi and my friend, maybe not as my friend. I have mixed feelings of sadness that you're leaving and excitement about your next chapter. I know you'll be a force of nature in your new role at Weiss, as you have been here for us. So go with lots of love. I'll miss you. You're the real deal, and this is your next moment. You are fearless, determined, resilient, and may you continue to move from strength to strength as you save the world.
I was just going to say that this is one of the Shabbatot that a rabbi would deliver their longest sermon of the year. So Rabbi Bassin, please come up.
What an unbelievably touching night this has been. I want to thank all of you for coming out here with love to say goodbye for now, to say I'll see you soon. In this moment of personal and professional transition for myself, I've been leaning into the strength and the wisdom of Tefillat HaDerech, of the Jewish prayer for the traveler. So much of that prayer focuses on shalom, on peace. Yehi ratzon milfanecha Adonai Eloheinu ve'Elohei avotenu shetolechenu l'shalom v'tatidenu l'shalom v'tadrichenu l'shalom v'tismachenu l'shalom. May it be your will, God and God of those who came before us, that you should lead us in peace, direct our steps in peace, guide us in peace, support us in peace, and cause us to reach our destination in joy, in life, and in peace. Of course, the wisdom of our tradition grounds us in shalom, not just in peace, but in a sense of wholeness. I have to tell you, I am leaving this community feeling so whole from all of the moments that we've shared together over the past 8 years, from what we have built, from what we have weathered. It's been an honor and a privilege to be with you in the moments that have mattered most. At your conversions, under the chuppah, at your baby namings, by your hospital bedside, learning with you in living rooms, being present with you at your shivas, showing up with you to pray Friday nights and learn with you on Saturday mornings, to be at your B'nai Mitzvah and to watch you grow up, to storm the streets with you in protests, to share a coffee with you, to argue with you on the phone. There are so many moments that I am walking away from this community feeling more full and feeling more whole for the next stage of my journey. It's also not lost on me that in this moment of personal transition marked by wholeness and by peace for me, that I'm going on to serve in an organization to help people for whom peace and wholeness is absent from their lives. That at Weiss, this tefilat haderech, this blessing for journeys, is not just metaphoric, it is deeply literal. That they should be led in peace, that their steps should be directed towards peace, that they should be supported in peace, and that they should reach their destination in life, in joy, and in peace. This moment right now of this crisis of refugees, it feels so urgent to me. And I know that this urgency has captured the heart of this community, as is made evident by the recent generosity to both Israel Aid and to support Weiss as I move on there. And all I can say is thank you. That you have supported me in peace to go on to a new stage of my journey in life, in joy, and in peace. And that hopefully the work that I will do to support Weiss, I will be able to contribute to those who really need it to do the same. And most importantly, I want to thank my colleagues for everything that you have done to give me a professional life and a send-off of joy, of life, and of peace. Thank you.
She doesn't get off that easy. It's a tradition at Temple Emanuel for our congregation to bless those that have blessed us. Now, I know you don't like speeches that are too long. Look how short this is. It's pitch 18, so, right? I just wanted to say really one thing to you. Thank you. Thank you for being such an incredible partner and colleague, always willing to step up when needed. Thank you for always being honest and forthcoming, for telling it like you see it, even if it wasn't a popular view, and never being afraid to speak your truth. And thank you for caring about this temple, about each individual, all of these individuals here, not as a group, but as an individual each. About us, your partners here, me, Cantor Weiss, Rabbi Lutz. I also want to add my kids and my wife. These past 2 years have not been the easiest, but this partnership that we have between all of us has made it so much easier than it could have been. So that's it. Thank you. But that's not really it. Because we also have a blessing to send you off, and whoever is online can put this blessing up, and then I have copies for all of you. So in case if you want, just take a couple and pass it. If you've never done this before with us, there's a part for you. And so what I'd love to do is once you get all of these, we'll have you all stand and we'll give this blessing to her. That's right. I need one more. Oh, you only get one. Wait a minute, I gotta take a couple for the people up there. Thanks. So there's a part for you, and then there's a part for us, and then when we're done with those two parts, we have the priestly benediction. And so what I thought we would do is the cantor could sing the Hebrew part. Ooh, that printed out very small, but the cantor will sing the Hebrew, and then we'll respond and we'll speak the English to her. So if you would all please rise. So this is for the congregation, this is for you, and if you're online and you have the text in front of you, you can read along with all of us. I'll just get us started, just so we have a cadence, and then we can continue on. So here we go, together. For 8 years, we have been a part
of your life story, and you a part of ours. From single to married, and then growing family with 2 beautiful children, we have shared so much meaning and beauty. Tonight, as we come together to experience our parting, our hearts are heavy to say goodbye, and they are also full of the words of Torah you taught, and the Jewish values of justice and compassion lived with us. You have been an inspiration. May you, our rabbi and our friend, continue to inspire and nurture and agitate, and may you, our rabbi, find wholeness.
You can start if you'd like.
As our time together comes to a close, we know that you will continue to work for a better world, a world where we talk to each other with a generous heart and learn from one another to inspire generations. May you continue to ensure that Torah endures forever, and that the values we have lived and taught urge others to live moments of uplift and action.
May the experiences we have shared, the prayers, the songs, the programs, and the projects find their way to the Creator to shape thoughts into words and mold words into blessings that you will always feel in your heart. May you, our colleague, teacher, and friend, know you will always be in our hearts, by our sides. And may you, our rabbi, find wholeness and peace.
Yevarechecha Adonai ve'yishmerecha.
May God bless you and protect you.
Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'chuneka.
May God's face shine upon you and be good to you.
Yisa Adonai panav elecha ve'asem lecha shalom.
May God's presence be with you in everything you do, and may you find wholeness and joy. May you find peace. And we say together, Amen.
Amen.
You may be seated. Stay right here one more moment. So we have a couple gifts here to send you off. really, it has to do with you finding your place in your new home. There are a couple of things here. One of them is a mezuzah. So hopefully, you'll remember us whenever you enter your home, and I hope Jordan likes it as well.
Bigger house.
Yeah, you have a lot of doors. But this one I need you to open now, because when we were looking at what to get you and we saw this, we're like, we have to get that for Rabbi Bassin. And I just want to see her face when she opens it, and it'll be on internet forever. So, yeah. Yeah. Give us a...
Oh.
That's awesome. It's Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
Talk about a light unto the nation. It's really going to be incredible. So,
I don't want wax to get.
I know, you're never going to use it. It's just going to go up on a shelf somewhere, I imagine. But mazal tov.
Thank you. Thank you.
Do we even have a service to finish? I don't know. I'm not quite sure. Oh, yeah.
Who's going to tell us what's next in the service? Aleinu, 282. Okay.
It just feels wrong to go right into Aleinu. I just need to just take 1 second and
But if
take
you were
this
here,
in.
you would see her showing the menorah off.
She's showing the menorah
Hanukkah
off. I know. The arms move? I didn't know. Oh my gosh.
And now we can move on to
Now we can move on. We're on page 282, Aleinu. Please rise. Oh.
Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, latei gedula leotzer breshit, kehunot hashamayim ve'yoser haaretz, umoshavi karov hashamayim mima'al, u'shina tuzo ve'yoveh merobim, u'Eloheinu ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים
לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ויאמר יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו אחד. You may be seated. If you'd like to, if you're online, if you'd like to start putting in those names of those loved ones whose yahrzeits occur on this Shabbat, please do so now. At this time, I'd like to recall those in our congregational family who have died in the last month, whose families are observing Shloshim. Jangir Levian, Sherry Lynn White, Arthur Patrick Nelson, and Clement Franco. We also recall those that have died at this season in years past, and on the screen you can see the list of those names of our congregants, and I'd like to especially mention Dorothy Ann Katzenstein and Marvin Wager, and then you can see the others who are part of our community that are no longer with us. If there was anyone here that is observing Shloshim or in the first year after the death of a loved one or a loved one's yahrzeit on this Shabbat, please stand, and as I acknowledge you, tell us who you're here to say Kaddish for.
My father, Frank Cantor.
Is there anyone on the list there?
Lewis Williams, Ruby and Wolf Yaffe, Jacqueline Holer.
We turn now to page 294. We say Kaddish Yatom together, and we take all those names we heard into our hearts. We say it with them in mind. Please rise. We also say Kaddish Yatom for those that have no one to say it for them. And we say it for those that were lost in the Holocaust. We say it for all that have died from COVID-19. And we say it for those that have died in the violence of recent times. So we join together for all of those reasons to say Kaddish Yatom. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shmei Rabbah, be'alma divra chirutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayachon v'yomechon v'chayei d'chol Beit Yisrael, ba'galal v'zman kari v'imru amen. Yehi shmei Rabbah mevorach le'olam u'l'olmei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitparar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yit'aleh v'yithalal shmei d'kudusha b'richu le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata damiran bi'alma v'imru amen. Yehi shalama rabba min shemaya v'chaim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'mrumav hu yaseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'al kol yoshvei tevel v'imru amen. May the one who has peace on high send peace between us, all Israel, and the whole world. And we say,
Amen.
Amen. You may be seated.
No. Yeah.
We have some announcements.
All right. And we're going to do them as quickly as we can. Please join us tomorrow night. I think I saw Nike. That is you, right? It's hard to tell behind the mask. For a private screening of America's Family. You can see the information there. Join us tomorrow evening at
4 o'clock.
It's not at 4 o'clock. Sorry, not evening. Afternoon at 4 p.m. Anike, raise your hand if you have any questions. Please go to Anike, who wrote this film.
Directed it, wrote it, in it.
In it, everything. And features our synagogue, so we're very proud of you. It is so wonderful to see so many people here tonight and to be in person, and therefore we want to invite you back April 10th at 4 p.m. for our Songs of Freedom concert. This is in partnership with St. Bridget's Church and with the Urban Voices Project. As you can see, it is an in-person, believe it or not, in-person only community concert. There could be a video later on, but the point is to get people in these doors to hear the stories towards freedom from Pastor KK at St. Bridget, from Rabbi Aaron, from Liav Sofer of the Urban Voices Project. So 4 p.m., please be here on April 10th as we prepare for Passover. And speaking of Passover, do you ever need a toolkit to help you at your Seder? Well, we have the answer for you.
There it is.
2020 and 2021, we produced full virtual 45-minute Seders. But everything can be found on this website, tbh.org/toolkit. You can find our pre-produced content. You can have Haggadahs, including the highest Haggadah, to download and use. Videos, you know, if you really want your kids to learn how to chant the 4 questions, you can even find that there. So check that out. Also, Passover schedule. Just so you know, I think we have that. There we go. The Songs of Freedom concert on April 10th. Our Shabbat morning at Emanuel, it's our Passover festival service, April 16th at 10 a.m. And our service with Yisker on the 22nd at 6:15 p.m. All of these can be found on our website or social media. Rabbi Aaron, your favorite event of the year is coming up. What is it?
Purim? We just had it.
It does start with a P, but it's not Purim. Poker, May 15th. That will be a hard one to get through without Rabbi Bassin because we always had fun at that. But Sunday, May 15th, please join us here at 5 p.m. And last but not least, tomorrow morning, I will be at the park for Shabbat in the Park for really a wonderful program and art projects for our, Rabbi Aaron calls them pre-readers, plus families. But,
Correct.
5 to 6 year olds and younger, please bring your kids, your grandchildren, and join us in the park. And Rabbi Aaron will be here doing Shabbat morning at Emanuel.
Yep.
So choose your journey. I think that's it.
That was pretty good.
I want to say some thank yous.
Go ahead.
Dan Tater. Dan Tater's in the house. We are always happy when Dan is here. Thank you, Daniel, for making us look good. Thank you to Lori and to Zach for always bringing your talent. Thank you to Matt, our executive director, and greeter this evening, and to security and maintenance, and our many members of our board of directors and presidents who are here tonight to support Rabbi Bassin.
Yeah, and I would like to ask, is there anyone that's here for the first time, just the very first time, and never been here before?
Hendrix. Does that count?
Do you want to introduce him?
Her.
Her?
There she is. Hi, Hendrix.
No introduction needed, I guess.
Hendrix famous online.
Really, though, the last people to thank are all of you for being here. What a big difference this room is when there's this incredible energy in here,
Yes.
gathering together to pray. Really feel the difference. And I don't know if you know this, but Shabbat is every week. I don't know if you knew that. Right? I mean, Friday night, we're here. Saturday morning, we're here, and you can join us, and you can have lunch with us tomorrow after the service and everything.
Can I do one more thing? If you're a member of our staff who is here, I saw Karen, I saw Tanaz, if you can just stand up so people around here who have not been around during the pandemic.
They went back to staff.
Oh, there's, what, are they okay.
They're working.
There is going to be an oneg, so maybe they're out there for the oneg. But say hi to at least Karen and Tanaz.
For our final song, if you'd like to stand so you can dance around a little bit, I think Hendrix should do that. And
Hendrix, you're
we'll
welcome.
end with Adon Olam.
It is on page, I think, 330. Is that right? Yeah?
I don't know.
Oh. All right. Pretend. Adon Olam, Hashem Alav, B'Terem Kol, Yetzir Nivra, Le'ed Nasa.
You're going to sing? Azar Melech Shemoni.
You don't have to sing, because I'm trying.
בתפארה. אדוני עולם השם עולם בטרם כל יציר נברא. ונשא בחפצו כל אזי מלך שמו נקרא. ואחרי ככלות הכל לבדו ימלוך נורא. והוא היה והוא הווה בתפארה. והוא היה והוא הווה בתפארה. בידו
Shabbat Shalom! Shabbat Shalom! Shabbat Shalom! Shabbat, 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 Shabbat! Shabbat Shalom! Shabbat Shalom! Shabbat, Shabbat! Shabbat, 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 Shalom! Shabbat, Shabbat, Shabbat! Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shabbat Shabbat.